The Tribe takes the field. STO's your ticket. Indians baseball all season long on SportsTime Ohio.
The following is a special presentation of SportsTime Ohio.
A typical day when we're back into working back here at home is we have the cameras located over at the ballpark, and the crew will come in and start setting up at approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon, getting things up and ready to go.
Hello everybody.
We have what we call a fax meeting or a production meeting with those cameras at about 3:30 so that technically everything works.
Yeah, you're good. Pitcher reactor's good. Jeannie, you're good in center field, yes, with balls up the center. A snap throws to first or third, I'll get off you.
Stage.
Got it.
Okay, you got all your crowd mics up here?
Yes, sir, I do. We're good.
I have a whole list of CC highlights.
Concurrently, some of the guys that are working in our tape room are building different packages, as we call them, of pitchers, batters for the show this evening.
This isn't bad either for down the ballpark field.
The graphics people are the ones that are filling the holes for anything that we need to talk about in terms of statistical information that the guys have for the players as they come up to bat for both teams. And that's all being prepared too. All that goes on all afternoon.
I'm all done here. Has anybody got anything else?
As we kind of get everything back into motion while we're trying to get ready for the game.
7 o'clock, game time. So then we're on our way.
We work in conjunction a lot with Lion Video out of Columbus, Ohio. When we travel, say, for example, not too long ago, we were in Miami. When we're down in Florida, they trucked all the way down there for us with one of their remote units. And we were able to go ahead and put a show together with one of their trucks. Within that truck has all the same kind of elements that we do when we do our home show. But there's a little bit of a difference. When we come home, we are kind of split up, which is very different. Instead of having a truck over at Jacobs Field, what we have is a facility over at WKYC and the camera people, as normal, at the ballpark. So our truck part of the show is located in a building several blocks away, which is rather unique in both leagues.
But the plus side of it for us is our equipment isn't in a truck. It's not bouncing down the road between games. It's all set up and ready to go. And it definitely gives us a home field advantage for putting the show on the air. There's probably 3 inches of that cable on the floor that's all new since we took over baseball. Most of that blue and orange is all new.
Half the crew's here, half the crew's over there. We just make sure that everything's going from there to here and from here to there. 13 high-def cameras capable of coming back this way. There's about 50 channels of audio. And there are 4 analog videos going back. All on one fiber.
My role, again, is organizing the show, getting everything ready, getting the formats all laid out, ready to go, organizing all the pieces, parts, making sure that all the sponsored elements are ready to go, all the promotional reads. I'm the organizer.
After this pitch, oops, take 2,
That's not gonna
way
do it.
up.
We'll do Father's Day here.
Okay, Father's Day's coming with Indian music. One
Father's Day.
Please, to your right.
Well, Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, and the Indians team shops are your source for great Indians gifts for dad, featuring golf shirts, fleece jackets, caps, t-shirts, and more. Stop by a store today, or you can call 216-420-HITS.
My role is putting the technical side together and making sure that's all ready to go for the actual production of the show.
Oh, you're doing the birdie sound from the game?
He's shooting this today.
Oh, okay.
And then he's shooting this kid. This is our #1 draft pick again?
Yes.
Yes.
They're doing a one-on-one with us. Steve, in turn, works a lot with the announcers in terms of conversing with them and talking to them about what's going on for the show that night.
So we're going to do our 2 segments.
We'll do 2 segments in the post, and then we'll go to Al for the highlights.
By the way,
I'm the, my job is to do the statistics and research and information up here with the announcers in the booth. And we've got 2 gentlemen back at the station, Mike Bachta and Bob Zink, who perform all the pre-game work.
They probably won't pitch tonight. Left elbow straight.
My job is to work in conjunction with them and to help them out, to alleviate what they don't have to do here at the ballpark in terms of working with the announcers.
He spends a lot of his time getting things ready and, you know, things that he has an idea that we're going to talk about. That's why we don't have a stats guy when we're on the road. But when we're at home, that's why we sound so smart, is because of Tommy.
We get the stat pack from the PR department, and it's, I don't know, what is it, 30 pages deep probably?
Yeah.
And it's got everything from standings to what they do against left-handers versus right-handers, in scoring position with the bases loaded, all the league rankings. But for me, I take two sheets out of it and tape them together and highlight batting average, home runs, runs batted in, stolen bases, ERA for the pitchers, innings pitched, walks, strikeouts, number of saves, number of appearances, and then that's something that I keep right with my scorecard at all times. Once we start the game, we put the headsets on, then I've got, you know, in my ear I can hear the producer, Steve Warren, the director, Pat Murray, Mike Bachta. A lot of the times, I've got a talkback button, and I hit that. It kills my mic over the air, but I can talk directly to the truck and ask Mike Bachta, hey, what's going on in that Tigers game? Or where he ranks. I think he's one of the all-time leaders.
It's 130, which is second all-time to John McGraw, 131.
130 second all-time to John McGraw, 131.
Check, check. You know, that's another way where the information flow all ends up coming out over the television.
All of these things put together through the producer and the director finally end up being the show that everybody just turns on with one channel and watches at home.
Clear break.